No, where are you going, Holmes? No, where are you going, Holmes? Where are you going? Ah. Let's go back here. Okay, I'm kind of trapped in this little area. Can't do anything with it. Right, I'm in a corner. It's not even showing up Watson as someone I can talk to anymore. Yeah, so I think that's just kind of me using it. I think there's only a time limit on it. That's another opium pipe. It'd be nice if that were usable. Yeah, so it just only pops up when you've used them. Right. Yeah, there's nothing for me to use it on now. No, yeah, there's nothing for me to use it on. We've got grapes, but that's not popped up in anything. What? There's all these little bits of random facts that are not on my deduction board. Why am I getting them? I hope it's not the case where you need to get something from another place to be able to do this deduction, because if that's the case, the game shouldn't let you get to this point. The Australian kangaroo. I don't care about the Australian kangaroo. Oh, I'm stuck in another Whitechapel murder. No. No. Surely that is a thing I should be looking at, this little letter. Maybe I've already looked at it. Maybe that's the problem. Right, Kurtz's letter. Oh, that's nothing new. Let's try cutting up the matches. No. So none of these are right. None of these are changeable. None of this first row. That's something we've already worked out. These are not different. Could have smoked the opium. Let's given a pipe that had opium in it. More likely. But none of those have changed. Oops. Just as I was moving around, I caught the base of my microphone. I was scared it was going to fall off. I'm surprised this curtain on the window isn't something we can look at. No. So there's nothing to... I'm going to have to look at a walkthrough, because I don't know what I need to do, game. I can't think of anything else I'm meant to interact with. And it's going to be really annoying if I end up having to scrap a Let's Play. Especially one that I haven't even started uploading, because that's really going to put me out. Ah! Because I can't leave. You won't let me leave.
Let us look at...
Let me leave.
Let us look.
Just let me leave. Let me leave. Right. I can't. This doesn't go green. I've gone through all of the options. No green. So there must be some other fact that's going to build into this, but this seems to be a very final thing that's not gone green.
My deduction chart is incomplete, Holmes. We are missing an important detail.
Let's return to the clinic and ask if our friend might lend us his morgue for 2 hours.
What are you going to do?
I'm torn between a nap and a picnic.
Oh, I've had enough, Holmes.
The next step of our investigation, Watson, leads us inevitably to a post-mortem. As you're well aware, in the instance where a body's vital organs no longer function, every minute is vital. Be quick now and procure the room, while I arrange the transport.
Very well. I will see you later.
But I need to look at that again. No, I don't care about Watson. I really don't care. What was... That's what I had all along! That's what I had all along! That's what I had from the very beginning! And this... So, like, why did it take so long to... Like, I had to click off and click on something else. No, I clicked on this and clicked on that again, didn't I? I think. Ah. Right, Well, okay, we need to go down to the morgue.
Ah, Grant, you are still here. I need to ask a favour from you.
What sort of favour, my dear friend?
Might I use your morgue for a couple of hours? It concerns an affair of the greatest
Use the morgue? Whatever for? Letting you poke your nose in everywhere is one thing, but closing my eyes to I don't know what unsavory practices.
No, it's nothing like that.
No, it isn't possible, sorry.
Grant, listen to me.
Don't insist. Where do you think you are? Perhaps because you come from the rich area, you think you are entitled to do whatever you like. But here in Whitechapel, it's the real world, you understand? The real world, where we have to take risks. Do you even know what that means? And this shabby health centre where I've been stagnating for years, it's a public establishment under my authority, for whatever that's worth. I am responsible for it. Responsible, do you understand?
Of course I understand, Grant.
Good.
You
I
seem like an
understand,
idiot.
first and foremost, that you are a coward.
What?
A coward, I said, sitting on your backside behind a desk for years, complaining about your fate without even trying to change a single thing about it.
I won't allow you.
And you dare to talk to me about risks? I, who was wounded in Afghanistan while in Her Majesty's service, and who, for a great many years, has taken part in some of the most dangerous criminal investigations the country has ever known.
But
As for being responsible, as you call it, it begins with doing your job properly, particularly when one is a doctor and caring for the poorest people within our society.
I like Watson.
The real life? Ha ha! Don't make me laugh. I am a doctor too, Grant, don't forget. And I'm ashamed of my profession when I see the state of this centre.
it's not my...
So, your disgusting morgue, you are going to allow me to use it, dear friend, because I urgently need it for a vitally important affair that is way over your head, and whether it pleases you or not. Understood?
If you want to be like that about it, do whatever you like. I wash my hands of the entire thing.
That doesn't surprise me.
So very responsible, eh? The body was already
This
here.
is a dismal place. Have you ever carried out a post-mortem, Holmes? It requires a great deal of precision.
Well, if I'm in control, we're doomed.
Don't worry, I learn quickly. Hand me a bone saw.
Right. What did I even just do?
Go carefully, Holmes, even so.
I must clean the body first.
Yeah, I know.
No, I can't.
I want to put that back.
I must mark the places to cut.
Right, do I use this then?
My notches are ready.
What do I do?
No, I can't do that.
I need to use the rib shredder first. Ugh!
No, I can't do that.
Do I start with the pipette?
No, I can't do that.
Do I do mold cutting? I do.
A ball of paper swallowed recently.
Of course. That makes perfect sense.
No, I can't. This liquid found in the lungs should be able to tell us something.
Ew. Ew, 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 ew. 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 We're looking for 13 Burner Street. There's nothing else to do here, is there?
What should we do next, Holmes?
I must analyze the contents of my pipette.
Right.
I am missing some information.
Oh, do I need to do that here?
Chemistry material.
And smells as bad as the one in our sitting room at Baker
I
Street.
thought that's where we were going, actually.
And smells
Chemist.
and
No,
smells
no,
as
no.
bad as the...
There we go.
This liquid found in the lungs should be able to tell us something.
Analyze difference, add liquid from the test. Use all active agents to work out the characteristic. Four blue and one of these. Now the blue. 522. Oh dear. That's it. 2. Oh my goodness, so we're only getting 2 shots on each of these. I see. Green. 412. 012. 412. And 2-2. I see. You have to wait for it to fade before you can do this, because it has a weird thing like that. Right. Oh, it's just the 1 grey. Okay. Degeneration, skin tissue, aggressiveness, stimulation, fatality. Right. What that means?
And apparently very virulent.
Results of the analysis of the poison that was administered to Kurtz. A substance that provokes a heightened aggression, close to madness, considerably heightened the subject's muscular strength. Provoked extreme degeneration of skin tissue following deep wounds. Substance was itself non-fatal. Okay, so it looks like it's different stuff. Very interesting. Let's lungs. Traces of opium. Swarmed by a mix of opium and poison. The man was murdered by poisoned by the same poison. Hello. Apparently not. Sold it. No, that's no. That's how it ended up in the lungs, of course. A mixture of opium and poison. Yeah, what's happening with his dogs? Why is this wrong? Wasn't it? Oh, no, it was the same poison. He was poisoned by a mixture of opium and poison. None of the others make sense. Why is this deduction board broken? Why? Ah! So he smoked opium, trace of opium in his lungs. The murder is a poison that causes madness, so he was poisoned by that, and they poisoned the dog separately. Well, they went, yeah, that's... They didn't turn on him. He's torched him. Why is this wrong? The man was poisoned by a mixture of opium and poison. That's the deduction we have, and out of these 3, it is the only logical one. If he drank opium, why was it in his lungs? If he mixed the poison and sold it, why is he poisoned by it? He didn't go mad because he was a opium addict. He wasn't murdered by the bishop because he was the one who murdered the bishop. So he must have been poisoned by the same poison. Ah! How can you say I've gotten it wrong, game? That's correct. There is nothing wrong with this deduction. His accomplice has brought in this pipe. Oh, do I have to go around this way? The man was poisoned by his accomplices. Right, so that's all right. So
that was a most instructive post-mortem. This man was murdered by his accomplices because of his missing finger.
I see. He was overly conspicuous, walking around with a bandaged hand, as the police would have been looking for a man with a missing finger. But how did they manage to disguise the murder by making it look like a dog attack?
The post-mortem revealed the presence of poison in his system. Everything points to it being a less potent form of the poison we found in the bishop's rooms. This man died as much from the poison as from fighting against those animals. I believe this new version of the substance provokes such a rage that the victim attacks anything in his path, and in this instance it was dogs. We're dealing with sorcerers' apprentices, whose creations are ever-evolving. They are attempting to obtain a particular effect, and they try out their formulae on human guinea pigs.
You're saying that his accomplices forced him to drink it?
No, he took it himself, voluntarily. The poison wasn't to be found in his blood, but in his lungs. I also discovered numerous traces of opium.
I'm beginning to see. They mixed this horrible poison with his opium, knowing that he would soon smoke it to ease the pain caused by his wound.
Exactly. And such a profound knowledge of both chemistry and toxicology is uncommon. Very well. We know the reason and the manner, but we're really not any further ahead. How will we find the two other men who murdered the bishop? By going to 13 Burner Street. It is in this area.
But where did you get that address, Holmes?
From his stomach.
I see. He wanted to get rid of the address.
No, he wanted revenge.
I don't follow you.
When the man with the missing finger began to feel the effects of the poison, he knew that he was going to die, and he knew that there would be a post-mortem. Shall we go?
Why is red used for correct? Because that was correct, that deduction, which led on to the next thing. Why? Why? It just makes everything far more confusing than it needs to be. Ah! Leave of Burn Street. Do we know where that is? Oh, that's not on the map. Dispensary, Whitechapel, Batty Street. So it's probably this one, I would guess. Or somewhere around the church. Well, at least I'm glad I was right. And that's Batty Street. Is it this way?
Sorry, the market is closed. There's no more produce.
Assume we can't go further this way. Maybe we can. No, this goes the wrong way.
Nothing of interest here.
That's meant to go left.
We aren't investigating down there, Holmes, are we? Are you sure?
Looks like we're not talking to anyone. Yeah, they've completely moved around the entire kind of map from the previous thing. You'd think you'd at least try and continue it. Keep it roughly the same. Like, they're not meant to be there, they're meant to be down here somewhere. At the other side of it. Like, the exact opposite side of the church. I mean, you've already done this area. If you want to do a completely different area, then do a different area.
Burner Street.
Aha.
My husband can't pay the rent. We've got nowhere to go.
Okay.
Burner Street.
Yeah, I know.
Burner.
I was looking at the numbers. That's 4. So we're probably going to want to go down and turn, I guess. "11 Burner Street." So must be, or it's here. Oh, okay. I think this is an opium den, or at least set up to be.
There's our opium den, Watson. Let's go.
Good day, gentlemen. Welcome. What can I do for you?
One of your regular clients looked within himself to give us your address. He was very helpful.
Oh, I understand. Our clients quickly become regulars. Your friend isn't with you?
Sadly, no. He is tied up with his dogs.
I understand. I too love dogs. Come in and make yourselves at home.